Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Prince John Internet TV. And today we're talking about the world that we live in, our family, and as usual, trying to help improve our general emotional states. So, starting off with, instead of existing in a limited primitive limited primitive mindset, let's embrace the modern financial life that we exist in, and commerce and interaction with people around the world. With currency, it's made possible. With communications and technology, it's possible. And it's an exciting way for us to, although we have our acquaintances on a localized setting, we still acknowledge from time to time other people around the world, people that we may have met, or people on YouTube that are fellow YouTubers, etc. Let's become a community. And here's something to do. Instead of saying, does she do something I like, and hope that a person is similar to me, we can alternatively, with confidence, say what we want and dictate it. Not hope something happens or a supernatural force will impose on it and arrange it, but rather that it is something that I say. Like I say, I want A, B, and C, instead of trying to project my expectations on a person and hope, with the underlying hope that they might change accordingly. So I think no such thing is a real person, but rather a collective of words and beliefs that make and create their life. So it may look like there are people around us, but really what they are individual groupings of words and a particular consciousness, not good or bad, simply different than ours, or perhaps closer to the same. Let us treat the world like family, as I was suggesting, and let people borrow things that we have, share food with them, and see what happens. Even if somebody takes advantage of the situation, like steals, and by the way, we're only sharing and giving what we can afford to. We're taking responsibility for our lives, but it's more important what not what they do, but what you do. In your world, that you offered, that you shared, and showed them that you care. It doesn't matter if they took advantage of it. It's you that's doing what you want because you want to. You don't give a gift because you're hoping the other person will be impressed, but rather because you feel good about giving the gift. I'd like to encourage an exodus of certain less habitable areas on Earth. Maybe we could arrange that over a period of time. And remember, if a person says mean things and they're drunk, don't try to be nice to them and listen to them, because the words will control you. The evil will, so just completely avoid the person until they can be communicated with. Email can often be a good strategy, or text messaging as opposed to talking can be a good way to communicate formally and without having to deal with their anger. Remember, love and fairy tale soulmates, I believe, are not real, because it doesn't just take a person to say I love you to somebody to really be love. real love is based upon logic and common mutual interest in words, and it doesn't just randomly meet, but it takes time to match and learn who they are. And remember to learn about that person not via directly in person, but indirectly via email, or maybe they watch my YouTube and they see what they think, or vice versa. And we learn about each other indirectly. Why not make a list of top 10 things that you must do with your spouse? I think the system should be set up so that when people are upset, they can call the police before they feel like they have to take things into their own hands. But also just for the fact that they are upset. Alright, so I think one of the illusions of existence is you can't actually be God when you're you can't be the light when you're incarnated. It's a process of doing the light work and enjoying the experience, rather than trying to reach perfection, which is pure light, which can't be reached in this realm. All we can do is try to have a balance between work and play, between creating something for other people and enjoying the creations. Remember, if someone's upset, don't feel like you have to tell them that you don't like their anger. Leave them alone. And, you'll be consumed by their darkness if you stand near them. Remember, what they think about you is none of your business, and all that matters is what you think of yourself. Not working. If you feel like living a certain lifestyle and it's not working, for instance, driving a car or eating a certain way, and it might be too cost prohibitive, then don't be uncertain or lukewarm about your next move. Either work harder to accommodate your lifestyle preferences or change. And don't try to control things that you can't. Like, for example, let's say you have a scar on your face or something. Don't feel bad about that. Just comb your hair, look nice, maybe wear some type of a patch or, something to improve the aesthetic value of it. But, bottom line is focus on religion, because both rich and poor and attractive looking people and not can find themselves liking each other and enjoying each other's company, behaving like family. If they have beliefs, like common beliefs such as good work ethic, they both believe in things like the light work and other existential philosophical concepts that they agree upon, including lifestyle and relationship standards. Problems arise when people base their family off of things like the BMW club, everyone has the same car, or by the way you look, instead of the content of your character. Now, I've considered the value of associating with people as long as they have a friendly, warm voice, even if they engage in, activities that I wouldn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, there might be somebody who's promiscuous, but as long as they have a kind, as long as they have a kind way about, they're friendly and talking, at least I can do business with them minimally. Alright, it is cool to show off as a couple when you're out in public, but remember, it's only really the two of you that matter together. Thanks for being here with me today. I will see you next time. Aloha.